Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. Just saw Kneecap. What did I think? Should you go see it? Should you go not? I think you could go see it. I mean, it's not going to kill you to see it. It's not going to kill you to not. I don't think it's as must-see as some folks would have you believe. But if you are Irish or Irish descent, you probably feel very strongly enraptured by this story. Every word spoken in Irish is a bullet for freedom. So what's this movie all about? Well, I think it's based on true events, and it's about these Irish fellows. See, I'm not worldly. I don't know all the things going on in the world of England, the jolly old queen, and how she's a tyrant over good old Ireland, and the fucking the scream of my father, or the sound of my father, or all these in the name of the father, all these stories. I really don't know the status, folks, of Ireland and England. Sorry, I'm not there. I have my own problems to worry about. I'm working on my wonderful art that you can see on One Artist Mike Messier YouTube channel that you might as well subscribe to, since that's free as well as this channel, One Artist Mike Messier. But did I like this movie? I do like it. There are certain elements that I don't like, that I can't condone. I'm not a big fan of, shall we say, hallucinogenics or drug use, and anything, film or otherwise, that kind of puts this thing in such a bedazzling light, I take issue with. I just think it's irresponsible, if that's the word, to show that these guys are drugging themselves up and, oh, what a jolly good time we had. But I guess that's the story, right, folks? But we've got, see, it's an interesting story. It's the, I guess the English have pounded the Irish so much that they don't even allow them to speak their native tongue, their Irish tongue. It's illegal, or it was illegal, to speak Irish in Ireland. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. And then these hip hoppers, these rap guys, there's this fucking nice, normal 9-to-5er who's brought in as an Irish translator at times. He's brought to the fucking jail to translate for this, thug kid who's been caught doing something naughty. And he discovers this book of lyrics with a little bit of acid, it seems. And we're off to the races, because this translator, who's a music teacher by day, is so enraptured by these lyrics, he decides he's going to be the DJ of this Irish fellow, who's got a buddy whose father is like the radical, whatever the fuck, Daniel Day-Lewis, my left foot, in the name of the father guy. So we're off to the races. We've got a little threesome here. There's a beautiful brunette in this film. She was kind of a highlight for me, I thought. She was very attractive, and, I don't know. I guess, I liked the movie, but then, I don't think I've ever sat through Train Spotting, but I think I've seen enough of it, and I've seen other films where it's there's a certain loosiness and a certain thing where, not every scene has to make any type of point or make any type of sense, that I've noticed with some of these films. And a lot of these films, I guess I'd throw this one in there, along with Train Spotting and whatever the fuck else. They all seem to have this tendency to have all these drug users and drug abusers in the films. And I just, is that like a style? I mean, is it so exciting? Is it so innovative to see someone taking LSD or snorting coke or whatever the fuck in a movie, and then they get all trippy and weird? I mean, is that so goddamn original? I don't think it is. But assholes keep making movies where some shithead takes some goddamn drug, and oh my god, I saw a pink elephant. Holy shit. Wow, original assholes. And so this movie kind of goes there a few times, but hey, if it's true to the fucking story, then it's true to the fucking story. There's also been a lot of boxing matches in cinema, and they still make boxing movies, don't they? So what the hell? What the worst of that variety in my opinion, was a movie that everyone seemed to fucking love but me. Was it Down and Out in Las Vegas, or Johnny Depp and Hunter S. Thompson, and we're shooting with a fisheye lens because it's weird and wacky, and Johnny Depp's gonna shave his fucking head. Okay, who gives a shit? So whatever that movie was 20 years ago, everyone thought it was so fucking wonderful. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Well, loathing in the movie theater for me, because I thought that was a steaming pile of camel shit myself. And like I said, just these movies that it's so trite at this point. It's another cinematic cop out. The character takes drugs and then they experiencing something weird and unusual, and then you get to do all your little camera tricks and all your little horse shit music moves and all that stuff. It doesn't impress me. I'm not impressed. So this movie, Kneecap, did go there a few times, which is, I mean, it is what it is. They're trying to, keep it relevant, and so forth. I don't know. There was one little dramatic moment in this thing where, like, they're about to play a big show, and Kneecap is the name of the 3-person band, by the way. Why do they call them that? Well, I guess because kneecapping is pretty brutal. It's when you shoot a guy in the knee. Ouch. That's like an Irish mob thing, to shoot a guy in the kneecap. That's not nice. So they take that name. I mean, another thing to, if you really want to get hardcore about it, the Irish language, I mean, that's like the hero of this film, and I do endorse it as far as, yes, people should be allowed to speak their native tongue and all that stuff, but it is a little brutal on the ear, isn't it? I mean, it's like, would it really be so bad if you didn't speak it? Because it's not very nice, it's not very soft, it's not very polite on the ear. It's a lot of swearing, and a lot of the see you next Tuesday word gets thrown around by these Irish lads. I mean, it's like, is this really a language worth fighting for? Apparently. But I mean, it's not that beautiful of a fucking language, if you want to be honest with you. It's just a lot of vulgarity and, disgusting. But I still like the movie. You know what I mean? I like the brunette and so forth. But the scene that I liked is that the woman working at the show is like, okay, she's speaking in Irish, okay? So she's saying in Irish, okay, lads, it's time for you to go on stage. And they retort, you speak Irish? And she says, I'm learning because of you lads. And I get a little emotional. I get, oh, gee whiz. Like the movie kind of had a little meaning. So and then at the end of the movie, we have a little shtick-a-ma-doo, a little words on the screen. Every 40 days, an indigenous language dies out. That's pretty intense. I mean, how many fucking languages are there? I mean, 40 days, how many times does 40 go into 365? God. 9 times 4 is 36. Added 0 is 360. So are we saying that 9 languages die a year? Well, how long can this continue before we run out of languages? You know what I mean? So anyway, statistics like that are interesting, but it's like, is that actually accurate? Because then within 10 years, you've got 9 times 10, it's 90 languages. How many languages are there in the world? I mean, I don't know. You tell me, fine folks. I mean, 1,000, if that. So I don't know. It just seems like that's a lot. But I mean, I thought the movie was fine. I mean, it's just one of those things where I guess this movie was made in Ireland. I don't know. It was one of those deals where when I first saw the trailers and the teasers and all that horse shit for it, I was like, do I really want to fucking read subtitles for 2 hours? And then I read some of, believe it or not, the trailer had all these YouTube reviews from people, fine folks like yourselves, and some people were just swearing up a storm like, oh my God, this movie's so awesome, yada yada, shit'll fuck. And I mean, sure. So I went and saw it. One Man in a Camera Films, that's my films. You can watch Blood Sugar Sedace, my wonderful movie. Today I was watching one of my films, The Impeccable, and realizing what a genius I am, and that was exciting. And so you're the guy for the comedian types, and one artist, Mike Messier, for my wonderful artwork. I did this one today. Everyone was so excited by it. And then I did this one last night, which even survived a little rainage, a little rain, but look how wonderful that one is. I don't know if, I'm kind of torn. Do I color this one in or do I leave him be? I don't know. Just all these decisions. Sophie's choice of painting, folks. And I do have to add my signature to them. You might be thinking, well, gee whiz, Mike, your paintings are so goddamn wonderful. Where can I buy one? I would say the Foreign Object eBay store. There's a wonderful sale, 3 for $60. Different little groups, 3 5x7s for $60. Shipping included, and so forth. So that's it. That's your buddy, one pro wrestling and sports fan for the pro wrestling and sports fan in your life. Maybe that's you. And one Mike Messier, this channel, for all the reviews and everything. So that's it. I thought the movie was good. Did it change my life? No. After the film, I stepped into another auditorium that had something started. I kind of felt like I wanted a little more air conditioning in my life. It's been a very hot and humid summer here in Florida. And they were starting Long Legs again. And I walked out after realizing it was Long Legs because I didn't like it. So you can see my review of Long Legs. Everybody's circling a jerk about that one. I didn't think it was that good. But if you have any further comments or queries or questions, I still have a bunch of Dune to watch. I've just been so busy and preoccupied, but fine, folks. Nice to see you, Mike Messier.